Got a big day coming up. Let's do it. Finally using this camcorder for the first time in what seems like 11 months. I finally found some software at an affordable price that'll that I can import with the audio. If you don't recall from my old videos, or maybe you haven't seen them, I used to use VideoPad. The problem with VideoPad is, well, actually there are a lot of problems with VideoPad, but the primary one is that, one, I can't upload more than 30 minutes worth of footage, otherwise it'll take an eternity to process. And two, if I record a clip that's more than 2 minutes long, the audio won't come out, and I will have to hold the camera up to my computer so that I can record the audio using the narration feature, which obviously the audio is going to come out really poorly if that happens, like all croggy and echoey, so I couldn't do that forever. But you know, fortunately I have found Filmora, which of course a lot of YouTubers use for Filmora, and it's for a good reason. It's cheap. It costs less than $5 a month to buy, and also what was I gonna say? Oh, right. The reason why this day is so big is because I have 2 auditions coming up. One on Zoom, which is, let me do a time check here. It's 10:15 now, which means that the audition, I will have to sign in for the audition in 40 minutes, so wish me luck with that. And then I have another audition at 6 o'clock in the Hotel Horror in Saylorsburg, Pennsylvania. So yeah, I've got a big day planned. I hope it goes well. I mean, I'm not really worried about the Saylorsburg job because based on the 31-minute conversation over the phone, because both the employer and I were talkers, it sounds like I already have the job. I just need to go over there and make it official. So it's really just a question to them whether I still want the gig or not, which I do, because it's less than 16 miles away from my house, so it's very easy to get there. And another what was I gonna say? Oh, right. Another thing, in case you didn't know, or you didn't watch, in case you didn't watch my podcast or my last couple of live streams, I have gotten my license, so I can pretty much drive wherever I want. But the problem is, I'm an autistic driver, and my parents are very concerned about me going out on the road, so anytime I score an audition or I get a job, I have to check in with them, unfortunately, which totally sucks. But I mean, at least it'll be negotiable, right? Like, I can technically, legally go out anytime I want. So, I mean, again, I'm just gonna have to run it by them. Hopefully they will be reasonable and realize that they can't tail me or be in the car with me wherever I go, because they have jobs and lives of their own. In fact, they are at those jobs right now, probably. I think Mom might actually still be home. I heard noise downstairs a little while ago, but yeah. Hopefully things keep going as well as they've been going this month. So, yeah. Wish me luck. Oh, and another thing, I will have the tripod set up right over there, so that you can maybe see a sneak peek of, so maybe you could get some inside footage of the interview that's about to go down in less than 40 minutes since I started talking. So, thumbs up the video, thumbs up the video, subscribe for more, because now that I've got my license, I can probably squeeze in some Randonautica videos, and I've always wanted to do an 11-mile ritual challenge. Again, it's going to take some time, because I'm barely allowed to go out as it is, so peace.
You're in the UK. Okay. So your
Audition's happening right now.
It sounds like there's a
Wish me luck.
on top of your head.
And another thing about this interview, how it went down. Do I think that I am within the top 10% that they would have, do I think I'm in the top 10 of performers that would have been chosen? From what I have seen on Zoom, yes. Like, at least top 5. The problem is, it was divided into 3 group rooms. So, we don't know how well the people, it was like divided by roughly 25 or 30. See, initially there were over 100 attendees, including the producers, the ones doing the hosting the auditions, and the thing is, I mean, if I hadn't played that stupid video right around the time that she called my name, we would have been okay. I mean, heck, maybe I wouldn't have even had to tell him that I was using my phone. I mean, if they asked, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'll have to admit that, but there's nothing I can do about it otherwise, because God, my teeth look really nasty. I ordered a product called I Smile. I mean, those that whitening gel from ismile.com. I ordered a shipment coming in, and it's supposed to get 8 shades whiter within 8 days. I actually used one once, and it worked really well. Unfortunately, I was stupid and didn't realize I could buy more gel once it was all gone. But again, I was an idiot and decided to throw out the whitening thing, the bite guard that you're supposed to rest the gel on. But I'm buying another one. It should be here in 4 to 6 business days. So I have that to look forward to, at least. But, what was I saying before? Oh yeah, so, yeah, like, she spent over an hour of the first interview explaining what the business is all about. And I'm not bragging, but I already knew about at least 93% of what she was saying. Like, I was already aware of it. Because, I mean, I already have experience in showbiz. I just, need to get out of the shadows in more of a public eye if I want to make it. So, and believe me, I do. So, yeah, I gotta not let things like that happen again. And hopefully she minds the terrible quality of my PC, because it looks like I will be doing auditions like that very often in the future. So, yeah. Alright, she'll call me tonight, and fortunately it won't be during the next audition I have in the evening, which is for, I actually said this earlier in the video, I think, but I have an audition for a place in Saylorsburg called, yeah, I definitely said this, it's the Hotel Horror gig. Hotel of Horror gig that I signed up for, and it looks like the gig is already mine unless I want it, because they open in less than a week, or I guess I should say in 1 week, but rehearsals are 6 days from now, and, well, it looks like they're getting desperate, so on the bright side, my yellow-ass teeth will be a good selling point for how scary I could look, so all the same, I'm definitely gonna brush them once I'm done filming this clip. So yeah, I'm currently watching Lucifer on Netflix. I muted it so I wouldn't get a copyright claim, but you know, it is what it is. Alright, it's 5:20 now. I'm all dressed up and ready to leave. I don't know if Dad was joking or not, but he suggested, since I'm wearing the Daryl Dixon vest, might as well bring along Lucille. Again, he'll let me know for sure whether he was joking, but honestly, the whole point of dressing up this, like this, is to look my scariest self, and no one's gonna mess with a big man holding a bat that whistles in the woods out of the blue. So, yeah, wish me luck. Wow. Okay, that, for some inconceivable reason, this camera was extremely difficult to press record on. So, as I was saying before, it's been a while since I've done an update. The interview, or I guess orientation, has gone on a bit longer than I anticipated, but bottom line, I got the job. So I still haven't heard back from the thing I auditioned for before. I'm actually quite shocked, because I would have thought they would make sure they get all the people living in the East Coast first, like call them first, because it's later for them, so they're not calling anyone at 3 a.m. I mean, it's pretty late, so they would have gotten it done by now. I'm not gonna tell you what time it is, but yeah, I'm just gonna leave the current time at the corner of the screen like I usually do. If you're seeing the yellow date and time in the corner there, I'm not talking about that. That's inaccurate. Honestly, it just came with this camcorder. I have no control over it. 2 years ago, when I told Mom that I just wanted an HD camcorder for my birthday, I didn't really suggest it had to be anything fancy. So yeah, it's like I said, it's pretty late. I still haven't changed out of my day clothes, and the rug is still there. Honestly, it just feels so good not having to walk around things. It just feels so nice to have all this open floor space in my room, considering it's where I spend most of my days. Yeah. You know, honestly, it's no big deal, but it's no big deal if I don't get the gig, but, you know, honestly, I just don't want to have to wait for another one, because the next audition I do is most likely going to be pushed back even later than the first week of July. So I don't really want to have to deal with that. I'd rather just get over it, get to it, I mean, but that's that's what you do in this business. And heck, it's what I've been doing my entire life. You You give it your all during the audition, and once you come out of it, you just significantly lower your expectations. That's how you get by in this business without getting depressed. Is just keep having faith in yourself. That's all you can do. I think it would be, you know what I think would be great if they called to give me the news when I was filming. I mean, it would be like one of those videos where an entire family gathers around and opens up an acceptance letter from college. I think that would be pretty cool. I mean, in my head, like 30 minutes after getting work, I imagined that they would call and I would happen to be in the kitchen. But one, I'm never in the kitchen unless I need something to eat. And two, at this point, I mean, well, for one thing, I mean, if they're gonna call as late as I think they are, then one, my family's gonna be asleep. And two, honestly, it's been such a long day, I kind of just want to take the call and get it over with. But, I mean, they can call whenever they're ready. I mean, like I said, a smart person would go through the contestants in the Eastern time zone first, but maybe they don't get to keep that information in their portfolio after you sign out of the Zoom meeting. So I guess maybe that's a possibility, and also not everyone is as smart as me, so it could have just slipped their mind, honestly. But you never know. You never know. Honestly, the waiting it's just tiresome. Do a time check again. I'm gonna mention whatever time it is in the corner of the screen. Yeah. Maybe one day I'll be able, I mean, my hope is one day I'd be able to upgrade to a more professional camcorder for YouTube. A more professional video camera. So I don't have to use excuse me. I got the burpees. I'm eating some potato pancakes from the night before. So, yeah, so, what was I gonna say? Oh, right, I wish, I mean, this isn't what I was gonna say, but while it's fresh in my mind, I might as well mention, I wish I could keep the camera rolling while we wait for the call to come, but two problems with that. One, we don't know when they're gonna call, so it can't wait. Okay, so I guess three things. Two, limited battery. It's already hitting the orange. It was, as I was talking, it was just flickering from green and orange. So there's limited battery space, and of course there's limited SD space, which last I checked was less than 58 minutes. And it's an hour and a half to midnight, so that's not gonna happen, obviously, but I will try to have my camcorder ready when they call. So, see you then, unless something else comes up. If this is the last thing you're gonna see, well, the last thing you're gonna see is the outro, but if you don't see me pick up the phone, unless I say otherwise in the next clip, it means they're not calling before midnight, which is just so stupid. Because parents have work. They can't stay up till 3 in the morning to answer their kid's call. It's just stupid. And yeah, some people do work on the Sabbath day. That is a thing. If it were Germany, I mean, they would have off no matter what your occupation was, but this is good old US on mother humping A. So, yeah, they gotta get their act together.
And I hope this isn't going to be a common issue with these people. I mean, they said on multiple occasions that they would call everyone on the list and give them the news, no matter what. It's just taking longer than I would have thought. So, I mean, they don't, it's not like they have hundreds of applicants. I mean, it's not like they have thousands of applicants to go to, thousands of contestants. They only had a little over 100, and they had to eliminate some in the the small group chat alone, either because they were using a phone like me. Well, actually, you know what? They let people audition anyway. I was just stupid and decided to have my computer volume up instead of just muting it or turning it down more. Yeah, well, I hope they take my application regardless of how unprofessional it might have looked. So, yeah. So, I mean, yeah, as I was saying, they had to eliminate some people, either because not enough people spoke English. Like, there was one contestant whose parent was representing them, and they didn't speak any English. So she was almost disqualified too, but they let her audition anyway. Lucky her. And another one just didn't have her parents present, but they did offer them. There were others where their parents just wasn't present, but they were offered another chance to audition tomorrow. One of them had a bit of an attitude about it, honestly. It doesn't really surprise me, honestly. I mean, you crush someone's dreams, then they're gonna react emotionally, especially if they don't know the level of disappointment that they're gonna get into, which apparently a lot of people don't. Like me, I mean, I didn't really show it in the audition video, but I'm a professional. Alright, I might be a little new to TV acting, but I have over a decade of experience in stage performance, and pretty soon it's going to be the haunted house style of acting as well. So, yeah. And my resume is updated. I'd be surprised if any of them even had a resume ready. And even I even have a few headshots. As I said, I'm probably gonna clip some of them right now, or at least the ones I'm most likely to use. So, yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I didn't really get to show it in the audition video, but I know what I'm doing. So, yeah, I'll see you in a sec. Alright, it's a minute to midnight, and whether or not I get the call before I go to bed, which fortunately I'm usually pretty easily woken up by a phone call, so I actually do like the idea of I really do like the idea of filming myself when I get the call, but it's definitely not going to happen for up to a few hours. So, I mean, I might include it in an epilogue for the video, but for now I'm gonna have to call it. Hope you enjoyed. Excuse me. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to thumbs up the video, sub for more great content coming, and I will see you soon. As always, it's Dr. Stephen James saying peace. Later, guys. See you soon.